and welcome back to Let's Play Super Metroid 100% Run. This is the bonus episode at the end with some fun glitches I decided to show you guys. I'm going to have to show you some more than I initially intended, because once you venture into Torian, as far as that giant Metroid that sucks you down to 1 health, you can't escape by normal methods, because there's gray doors in your way. So I'm going to have to perform a few extra glitches for you, but I will show you eventually what I intended. What I intended to do is the reset glitch, and that basically resets the game. It resets everything back to as if you first landed on the planet. All the power-ups are back, all the energy tanks, all the reserve tanks, everything's back, including like high jump boots, grapple beam, that stuff. You can pick it up again. Doesn't affect a whole lot, but you can do it. And you also might notice I'm on a different emulator, an SNES 9X, as opposed to ZSNES, because it doesn't work right on ZSNES. If you perform it on the ZSNES, what happens is it activates the escape sequence at the end of the game, so without a timer. So you're stuck in an infinite escape sequence. Fun. So I'm not going to do that one. I read that that's what happened, and I had to try it out for myself. I had to prove to myself that it did, and it does. There was no way around it. Even doing it the way I'm doing it right now, there's no way around it. But the way I'm doing now is a way to basically glitch your way out of this Torian. Because you notice you come through here and you get to the end if you're running into shit. And there's a gray door, so you can't get through here. Now, this will actually reset the game as well, so I will be doing, and it's really actually the perfect time for me to show off some other things for you. So I'll be doing that. I'm going to be moving along kind of quickly, because this is actually like a take two. The first take ran way over time, and I screwed up part of a glitch I'll show you later on, and ate up time, and it just wasn't good. So you noticed I was activated what's called the murder beam. You turn the wave beam off, and you activate it. Doesn't show it now, but once you first get it, it shows. Come on, I can get it again. There you go, that VAR thing. I think it's part of the Vari-suit, if I'm not mistaken. It's where that comes from. Game glitches, who knows. But you activate both the Spacer and Plasma, it shouldn't happen. Turn the wave beam off, because that somehow really ultra screws it up. Not that we're already glitching the game, but you want to charge it up. One of the better ways to do it is to charge it up. Or be very, very careful firing it. You can cause things to happen. But charge it up and hit select while holding fire, and it'll do this. Now the problem comes when you fire, it's going to glitch. What you want to do is fire right as your head hits that thing up there. It doesn't have to be exact, it's very approximate. But up at the top here, you want to shoot. So do that. It glitched out the whole top of the screen up there. It's all sorts of wonky, and I'm standing in midair. What you want to do is you want to jump over here, high enough, there you go. You kind of jump into the doorway behind it, weirdness, and you warp right through the doorway. Now this is the room with this big dude that, you know, and another glitch doorway. What you have to do, come back through and redo this. You just have to. Don't know why. Oh, come on. There it goes. And you want to do the same thing you did. You want to select your beam, fire, charge it up, and select these. Now, face this wall, nudge up against it, can't go any further up against it, and then just fire. No holding right, left, anything, just hit the fire button, and it kind of sucks you in. Now, we're not completely and totally done with that kind of thing to get our way out of here, but we're much closer now. You can activate your normal shit and run. At this point, you're just making your way back out of Torian. We're back past what we have to, you know, gray doors. We're done with gray doors, let's put it that way. We could just run our way back normally. You do have to avoid Metroids, though. You don't have to kill them this time. You can if you feel like it, but it's certainly not required. It's preferable to try to stay the hell away from it. It's annoying. You can actually just, if one latches on you, just keep running. You can run right through one of these blue doors and they'll go away. They just disappear. It's handy. Now the doors turn gray behind us because you have to kill the Metroids to go that way. So screw you, dude. Oh, come on. Yeah, it hurts, but I've got more health than matters. So you just run into the door and the Metroid will disappear. Now let's worry about it. You can tell I've done it a few times. I know exactly where things are going to pop up. I like all the glitchy crap at the top too. It looks hilarious. And if you start to pick up more missiles, super missiles, whatnot, because when it all respawns, you still have all of them, you could actually get bigger numbers than can be shown on the screen, and you can end up with some funky looking numbers of stuff. Like squiggly, like a squiggly, what is that, tilde, like a tilde 8 or tilde 9. I think it's one of the higher end things. You just start really collecting a ton of them. But yeah, you can do that kind of stuff. And then here, because this can get a little finicky if you're not careful, I'm going to save it. No, we're going up the elevator, and I'm going to fast forward because I need to save some time. Now here's the thing, you do not want to jump in here when you first get up here, because that will screw it up. If you notice, the statues weren't down, they've risen back up again. I'm pretty sure we've effectively reset the game by this point. You want to activate your murder beam again. I don't know if I mentioned that's what this is called. Doing the VAR dealie, it's called a murder beam, because it can be used to create a glitch where it basically makes just damages, significantly damages a lot of the screen. Now what you want to do is you want to jump, and right when your feet get about your feet, or even with the top of this pillar, you want to fire. So right about there, and oh, I did it wrong. Son of a bitch. Can't believe I just did that. In any case, I can load state. See, this is why I saved it. You want to do the whole super missile dealie again. You want to activate that, charge it up, select your super missiles. I just missed a couple of steps in there. It always takes me a couple of tries to get this stupid thing to work. Thank you. Now, charge up. And see, it looks different in different places, which is odd. Now you want to jump and fire, and that's supposed to happen. You'll land up here and sort of glitchy mess and just run to the left. I looked all this up, I didn't discover this shit by any means. And now we're basically home free. We've reset it and we've escaped Torian. Mainly it was just to escape Torian, but we've also, in the process, reset the game. As you notice, you can get numbers up here again by just using some of these. There we go, now I can see how many we have. Now, normally I do something to show you to prove it's reset, but I remember I can do it much quicker here in a second. I'll come through here, and voila, energy tank's back. Now the thing here is, the thing is, I actually now do have 15 energy tanks. Because I had 14 before and I picked one up, and it does register correctly. I do have 15 energy tanks. I can take as much damage as 15 energy tanks worth, and it'll register. I could, run out of this 95 here, and it would kick back to 99, and you'd see no visible difference, I don't think. Visible difference, because there's an extra tank hidden. So it's good to know that that does actually work. I want to say reserve tanks do work the same way. And we'll save it here. You don't have to save it at your ship. You can save it anywhere you damn well please. I just decided to do it at my ship because it's easier. Now, hard save it, and then I'm going to reset the game. Now, next, this is doable on, it doesn't work on ZSNES. That's the only thing I think I've heard of that doesn't work. It works on the original console. Original Super Nintendo console with the cartridges will work. It'll also work on the Wii Virtual Console version. And look what happened.
Metroid is in captivity.
The galaxy is at peace.
The galaxy.
Yeah, it reset the game, which is what you did. You reset it, and you never went through the ship. This is always fun too. I'm in my gravity suit, and you get it. Now it glitches out for some reason. I fall, and you get now a purple gravity suit. It gives you the whole space jump, screw attack, graphics, and sound. This is interesting because it helps explain another thing that happens here in a minute. And I'll fast forward and talk. What happens is it uses your actual sprite as it exists, which normally is, you're not with a suit on and stuff like that. In that, and what it does is it hands you 4 missiles. It activates your missile part. Notice I have no missiles now, regular missiles. It activates that and sets it to 4, and you shoot all 4 of those, and then it gets rid of it. So it wipes my missiles out. Interesting, fun little thing. I'm just going to show you. I have no idea why this happens. I don't think you ever see the doors blown up like that. That just does. I have no idea where that comes from. Anyway, so that's why you end up with no missiles once you're here. I mean, you can't, you can only end up with 230 missiles again if you collect them all. They don't just magically appear back to 230 when you collect one, unfortunately. But, so, we're going to come through here, and I'm going to show you. This will probably be chipmunked, so, anyway. What happens if you can quote-unquote beat Ridley in here. Oh, it's also fun. You can drop this number, and you can see him. It's Ridley. But, if you can, quote-unquote, beat him in here. Whoa. Holy shit, I've never done that. That was creeping weird. So I just probably effed it up. No? Is he back? Is he really not here? Please tell me I didn't just royally F this up. There he is. Okay, thank God. Yeah, you can beat him. That's like this little chipmunk, so you probably won't be able to hear this, but you just shoot at him, because, you know, he's not going to knock my health down to nothing. Just ain't going to happen. So we'll keep wailing on him as fast as possible here. Yeah, I'm going to speed this up because I have more health than need be. I'm just trying to get through this quickly. All I'm doing is, there we go. Oh, man, you went too fast. Well, sorry, I didn't mean to speed it that fast. But, what happens is he drops the Metroid capsule onto the ground, and then flies up, and then flies back down like he forgets it, picks it up again, and then flies off. He basically gives up. It is possible to do that the first time you come through here, not on a reset game. It is possible. Hard, because you can't take very much damage doing it, and it takes for freaking ever, but it's doable. So, you know, if you feel like accomplishing that, definitely record it so you can share it. I don't think I've ever actually been able to successfully do that on a thing, first run through. So, more power to you. And I don't usually try though anymore, because I know it takes forever. It's not worth it. So here we go. We're just gonna speed this up and launch off and land on planet Zebes. I know I'm going kind of fast. I just want to show you specific things though. And we're up, and we're back, and we're good now. This is where I kind of screwed it up on my last take. I was getting down into here, and I screwed up this glitch I'm about to show you. I just hope it works this time. I looked it up again. I haven't actually tested it. So if it doesn't work this time, I'm not going to make another take, because this is going very well, all things considered. Come on. You're going to come down here, and I'm going to... How do I feel like doing it? Yes, I feel like doing it. 'Cause it won't take long. And I think it's worth it. I can also chipmunk this session if need be. As long as Camtasia is being nice. It was giving me problems the other day in one of the last few episodes of this run, where it was forcing me to chipmunk the whole rest of the episode if I tried to chipmunk even a chunk. So as long as it doesn't do that to me again, we'll be okay. Otherwise, this might just be cut out. So we'll come down here and we're going to grab, because it's back, Morph Ball. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think normally if you go straight up, it's that the enemies are there, but I could be wrong. I'm going to go do this. This is what I did last time, and it worked out okay. So I'm going to go do this number. Pick these missiles up. That's what they're intended to do when you first come through here. Come on, okay. Now. Oh, and also, if you remember behind that, the Morph Ball podium thing there, you remember there's that whole or power bomb wall. So if you care, you can bomb your way through that, so you can kind of short circuit the whole thing. But I forgot about that, or I might have shown it off. Oh well, don't have that time. Zipping back up here. So now these dudes ought to be here. Yippee! Okay, that's what I wanted. Good. This is how and I could be, you know, mistaken. I maybe should not be doing it the way I'm doing it. This is my litmus test, if you will, to be sure I've reset it. I do the reset glitch and I come down through that door because it's handy, close by. And if it's reset properly, those guys will not be there when I enter that door again. You come right here. If you remember this little area, I had some speed boot problems. It should be, yeah, orange again because it is reset. Now what you want to do, once you enter this door, do not open it. Just turn to the left and kind of nudge up against it. You will eventually want to nudge all the way up against it. For now, I'm not going to. And then you want to activate your murder beam again. And what you want to do, you want to nudge up against it and fire once to open it. If you fire point blank on something, you're okay. Turn to the right, just in place, and fire. And it kind of slows it down a whole lot, freezes it up, glitches that whole top part again. That's just what you got to deal with. And this should be successfully reset. I'm going to activate or deactivate the murder beam, if you will, so I can successfully do things. You know, this has been Cortoth. Let's play Super Metroid 100% run. This is the end of the bonus episode. I showed you how to reset it. You will get that same effect the first time I reset it, exiting Torian, and I saved the game and loaded it, and I went to the Sirius station. That whole thing will happen if you do what I just showed you in this shaft. I promise. I don't know why it's not working for me. It's something I've done wrong in messing with it. But anyway, it'll work. It should do it correctly. Also, if you need to know how to escape Torian, now I've showed you. So, this is the end of this episode. You may or may not get to see more than this. If not, then peace out, guys.